Hello everyone, this is your professor once again, Danny Kabulay, and we are on the course Recruitment and Selection. This is week number 9. We are now in video lecture number 3. So we'll be talking about background checking. What is background checking? This is a selection technique aimed at determining the character and work ethic of an applicant based on the perception of people known to the applicant or based on records and evidence within public domain. Ibig sabihin ng public domain, yung accessible tayo, yung makikita natin siya, madali nating mahanap, okay? This could be a reason why a good applicant may be rejected by the recruiter or employer. Let's say, maganda ang kanyang interview, okay ang resulta ng test, okay? Yung biodata, mahusay din. Pero nung nag-background check tayo, meron tayong nakita na hindi maganda. So, maybe hindi siya honest, maybe nagsinungaling siya, nameke siya ng dokumento, or maybe meron tayong nakitang ugali niya na mukhang hindi bagay sa company. Therefore, kahit na siya ang pinakamahusay na aplikante, there is a strong possibility that the HR officer will not recommend the applicant. So this is very important. It's a make or break technique. So imagine mo, ikaw ang pinakamataas sa lahat, pero nung nag-background check sila, may nakita sila. Hindi na ikaw ang pipiliin. Okay? Now, there are many methods or ways to do a background checking. Well, 6 po yan. Number 1, references. Dalawang klase ng reference, character reference and work reference. We'll talk about that later. Government clearances. 3 klase yan. NBI, police, or barangay clearance. Employer certifications and clearances. Social media. So you could have a Facebook account, Twitter, or Instagram, etc. Home visit. And finally, community checks. Okay, let's look at them one by one. First, references. As I said, there are 2 types of references: character references and work references. So when we talk about character references, these people must have known the applicant for a long period of time. Mga 3 years or more, preferably a non-relative. So ito yung mga tao na nakakakilala sa ugali ng aplikante. So, maaaring 3 taon o mahigit na silang magkakilala. Kasi kung 2 months lang kayo magkakilala, hindi mo pa siya kilala ng lubusan. Okay? Now, this could be a schoolmate, kaklase mo ng elementary, ng high school, ng college, or maybe an office mate, or maybe guidance counselor, teacher, kapitbahay, community leader, yung parish priest ninyo, maybe isang kliyente, etc. Basta ang ginagauge dito yung ugali mo, pagkatao mo. Okay? And then, you have the work references. So obviously, this should not be a relative again and must have worked with the applicant. So this could be a co-employee or a supervisor or a manager. Okay? So klaro tayo, yan po yung 2 klase ng references. Then there's what you call government clearances. So meron tayong tinatawag na NBI clearance, police clearance, and barangay clearance. So yung 3 ito, dapat ang nakalagay doon ay no derogatory remarks. Ibig sabihin, wala kang kaso. Hindi ka nasangkot sa masamang gawain. Okay? Yung NBI clearance, pwede siyang ma-obtain online. Mag-apply ka online, tapos pwede siyang i-deliver sa'yo. Okay? And then, police clearance, o pwede mong i-print actually, no? Police clearance naman, dapat ito in person. Pupunta ka talaga sa police station, manghingi ka ng police clearance para makita na kung may kaso ka ba doon sa presinto na yon o wala, o sa database ng PNP, Philippine National Police. Then, meron tayong tinatawag na barangay clearance. Ito naman, makukuha rin siya in person. Punta ka doon sa barangay hall. Hanapin mo yung sekretarya, magpagawa ka niyan. Usually, gagawin nila yan within 2 to 3 hours, babalikan mo siya. Okay? So, ganun po. Yung police clearance, usually babalikan mo yun after 2 to 3 days kasi itatype pa nila yan. Kung mag-aantay ka, kung kaya mo mag-antay ng mga 3 hours, 4 hours, yan, babalikan mo. Apply ka ng umaga, sa hapon balikan mo siya. Okay? Now, yun naman tinatawag natin ng mga employee certifications and clearances. Dalawa yan. Yung employer certification, pwede kasi siyang proof of that the employee has worked during the certain period of time, like certificate of employment. Yan. Meron din tayong tinatawag na certificate of good moral character. So, this is a proof that the employee has good moral character, na mabait ka. Okay? And then finally, yung tinatawag natin na employer clearance. Okay? Proof that the employee has no unsettled obligations or accountabilities. Wala kang utang sa company. Wala kang atraso. Wala kang binabayaran na. Cleared na. No? Yung mga dapat mong isoli, na-isoli mo na. Yung dapat mong niliquidate, na-liquidate mo na. Yung dapat mong bayaran, kung may mga loans ka sa company, nabayaran mo na siya. O kaya may mga equipment na sinurrender mo na, like maybe your cell phone or your laptop na pinahiram sa'yo ng company, okay? Kung ikaw ay nag-resign na, okay? So, yun ang ating employer certifications and clearances. Then, there's what you call social media. This is interesting kasi ito na yung paraan ng mga recruiters at mga employers kung paano mag-background checking. Usually, hindi na sila masyado nagre-rely sa NBI clearance or sa police clearance or references. Yung social media, very, very strong basis na yan ngayon. Okay? A recruiter or employer may check out the post, kung ano yung mga pinopost ng applicant sa kanyang social media accounts. So be careful. Okay? The utterances and images seen on social media can create a positive or negative impression on an applicant. It is best for applicants to sanitize their social media accounts when applying for a job. So careful yung inyong mga Facebook accounts. Baka kung ano-anong makikita ng employer dyan. So hindi ka na ma-hire kasi may nakita silang negative. Okay? Home visit. Home visits are usually done by surprise. So that means hindi siya ina-announce to capture the natural setting for the applicant's residence. For example, a dirty, disorderly home can create a bad impression, while a clean and organized home may impress the recruiter or employer. For example, pag binisit ka sa bahay mo, tapos ang dumi-dumi, tapos yung nanay mo sa mga kapatid mo nagmumurahan, PI kayo, mga walang hiya, mga gago, ang ingi-ingi sa bahay nyo, nag-a-apply ka as a receptionist sa hotel. Alam mo sa hotel, dapat malinis yung mga tao. Tapos magagalang. Paano yun? Sa bahay mo, puro bastos kayo. Sa bahay nyo, ang dumi-dumi ng bahay nyo, hindi kayo naglilinis. So, hindi ka matatanggap kasi nag-background check. Ayan, pinuntang ka sa bahay. Yung ina-apply mong company, number 1 sa kanila, kalinisan at paggalang. Wala ka nun eh. So, out ka na. Okay? So, importante pala yan, yung home visit. Kaya dapat yung mga bahay natin, lagi nating, kahit na maliit ang bahay mo, kahit mahirap ka, kung malinis naman siya, okay yan. Tapos kayo sa bahay, magagalang kayo dapat. Kasi kung mga bastos kayo sa bahay, tapos may nag-background check, patay ka dyan. Hindi ka matatanggap sa trabaho. Okay? So, be careful. Okay? Finally, community checks. Kung minsan, hindi sila bibisita sa bahay mo. Ang bibisitahin ng employer o ng recruiter ay yung kapitbahay mo. Mag-i-interview sila ng 2 hanggang 3 kapitbahay mo hanggang sa masatisfy sila na okay ka o hindi ka na okay. Okay? So that means, kakatok sila sa neighbor mo, magandang umaga po, kami po ay taga-ganitong company, gusto lang namin malaman kung ano ang tingin nyo dito sa kapitbahay nyo kasi nag-a-apply siya sa amin ng trabaho. Meron ho ba kayong naging problema sa kanya? Okay po ba siya makisama? Kumusta naman siya bilang isang kapitbahay? Okay? So, yung mga ganong questions, tinatanong yan. Okay? And then, kung hindi maganda yung sagot ng neighbor mo, patay ka dyan. Okay? So, kailangan maging mabait tayo sa ating mga kapitbahay. Napaka-importante pala niya. Kasi baka yan ang gagamitin ng ating mga recruiters o yung mga in-applyan natin ng trabaho. Baka yan ang gagamitin nila to do background checking. Okay, here is now an exercise for you to answer. Okay, I think this is the third exercise, the gossipy neighbor. Elsa, an HR staff, was assigned to conduct a background check on the top 3 applicants, no, for public relations supervisor. Naku, supervisory level pala to. So may position ito. Okay. She was slated to pay a visit to the 2 to 3 neighbors of each applicant. Okay? When it was time to visit the neighbors of Ariel, one of the top 3 applicants, one of his neighbors seemed gossipy. Meron pala siyang neighbor na madaldal, machismax, no? Tsaka extremely talkative. Ang daming dinadaldal na mga fantastic, na mga nakakagimbal na mga istorya tungkol sa neighbor niya, no? Shocking, okay? So, alam mo na parang rumor siya, mapanira, okay? So, here are the questions you need to answer. Question number 1. Will you give weight to the gossipy neighbor's testimonial about the applicant? Explain your answer. Bibigyan mo ba ng timbang? Mabigat ba sa iyo ang timbang yung opinion na yon ng chismoso o chismosang kapitbahay ng aplikante? Bibigyan mo ba siya ng pansin? Papansinin mo ba yon o babaliwalain mo na lang? Kasi parang namang hindi totoo. Okay? Explain your answer. Paliwanag mo bakit yun ang sagot mo. The second question is, what would be a more reliable way of doing a background check? Explain your answer. So kung hindi pala reliable yung ganun, assuming na hindi reliable, ano bang pinaka-reliable na pamamaraan ng pagbabackground checking sa mga aplikante? I want to hear your opinion. And that will be your recitation number 3. Okay? So make sure that you place your answers to the 2 questions in the comment section below this video. Lecture number 3 for week number 9. So I will see you in video lecture number 4. Cheers!